Hey guys, it's Kara here. Quest bars are all the craze right now, but I am here to show you a very easy at-home make your own protein bar recipe today using MTS Whey. So what I'm going to make for you guys today are white chocolate cranberry protein bars. So to begin, you're going to want an 8x8 inch pan for this recipe, and I'm just going to go ahead and spray it with some nonstick cooking spray and set that aside. The nice thing about this recipe is that you don't have to bake it. All you have to do is chill it after you're done, so it's pretty simple. First thing you're going to want to do is add 4 full scoops of MTS Whey Vanilla. Next, for the flour, I'm going to use this whole wheat flour. I had that left over from my muffin recipe last week, but if you prefer, you could use oat flour or probably whatever other flour you have laying around. I'm just going to level this off to make sure I'm only using 1 cup. And try not to make a mess, okay. So 1 full cup of wheat flour. Next thing we're gonna add for our sweetener, instead of using Splenda, which you know I always use, I'm gonna use Agave Nectar. You could use sugar-free honey if you can find that. I couldn't find sugar-free honey at the grocery store, so I got the agave. You could use honey, you could substitute maple syrup, you could do sugar-free maple syrup. You know, basically this is just to sweeten it, but because we're making a protein bar, we need it a little bit sticky, so the honey or agave works better than Splenda. So 1/2 cup. Okay, and then next I've already got measured out 1/2 cup of natural creamy peanut butter. You can use whatever variety or brand you like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spoon that all in there. And next thing we're gonna wanna do is now mix this all up. So once you've got that all mixed together, it's gonna be kind of like a crumbly, floury mixture right now. We're going to want to add in a little bit of milk. I'm using the Silk Unsweetened Almond milk. Just going to want to add a couple tablespoons at a time. And really for this part, you're probably going to want to use your hands to kind of mix it up. We don't want to over add the milk and get it too liquidy. So I'm just going to add a couple tablespoons and kind of stir it up with the spoon, and then I'm going to get in there with my hands to make sure I can really mix it up until we get a nice firm dough. So like I said, you're going to want to use your hands to mix this up, get in there and kind of knead it and get a dough-like consistency. The next thing we're going to add, I picked up these reduced sugar Craisins. You can get regular if you want. This is just a way of cutting down on the carbs and the sugar a little bit. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of those to our dough. Whoop. We're going to mix that in there, and after we get that all mixed, we're going to end up putting that right in our 8x8 pan. Smells good. So you got your big hunk of dough here. Got it all out of the bowl. Just gonna slap that into my 8x8 inch pan that I did grease with a little non-fat cooking spray. And then you're just gonna want to evenly knead this into place. Okay, so once you've got your batter firmly pressed evenly onto the bottom of your pan, the next thing we're gonna do is take some white baking chocolate. I'm gonna take half this bar and heat it up in the microwave. If you have white chocolate chips, you could use that as well. So I'm just gonna take half of it, put it in this Tupperware, I'm gonna break it up. And when you're melting chocolate in the microwave, you just wanna check on it every 30 seconds or so and stir it up. All right, so my white chocolate is all heated up. Using a fork, I'm just gonna kinda, doesn't matter how you do it, I'm just gonna kinda, you know, drizzle it on, make it look all pretty and fancy. Get a little crazy with it. How pretty that looks. So just go ahead and use all the white chocolate to drizzle on top. Okay, once you've got all your white chocolate drizzled on, we have one last step. We're gonna take 1 more tablespoon of the reduced sugar Craisins cranberries. And you're just gonna sprinkle some on top. Just a couple more on top for looks. Did a little less than a tablespoon. All right, so once you've got your Craisins on top, your bars are pretty much done. show you how these look because they're pretty much going to look the same after you chill them. But I do recommend taking the whole pan and putting it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. Even though these are no bake, you just want to chill them just to let the bars and all the flavors kind of set. So I'm going to put these in the fridge for 30 minutes, and then what I'll do is I'll take them out and cut them up. This recipe does make 16 bars. And then I'm going to cut them out and individually package them and probably pop them in the freezer. That way I can just kind of grab them as I need to this week for work. So this is a pretty simple at-home, no-bake protein bar recipe. So you don't have to spend tons of money on Quest bars every week. You can make them at home on your own, knowing exactly what go into them with good ingredients. So I hope you guys give this recipe a try. And don't forget, you're more than just a number, so please tag the MTS Militia and any of your MTS machine goodies that you make, and we'll see you soon.